This is ReplicantPhish. Hit the like button and subscribe for more content. How you doing? Hope you're doing well. Had a good weekend? Hope you're feeling well. And as per usual, I hope you felt yourself today or this weekend. If this is your first time here, what we do on this channel is we run a group called Trick Stars, in which we as men just give out money to women for no reason at all, just for the sake of giving out money, our hard-earned cash as men. So subscribe now to give women money for absolutely nothing. Now that intro wasn't funny, it was more stupid. But then again, some could say, well, that's like a modern relationship anyway. For many men, it's a sense of tricking out, giving out money, and to get little to nothing in return. But to get to the topic of why more women will be single in 2020, only a month and change away. But why do I believe more women will be single next year? Let's begin with the attitude. The attitude brought about by this air of self-entitlement, this women do no wrong sort of mentality. Hence when men speak, they can only ever be shamed and never understood. But why should we be understood? We have no need to be understood as men. Women are told they can do everything nowadays. They can be anything. They could even be a man. They can pee standing up without peeing all over their bathroom. Yeah, right. But you see, because of the attitude and the do no wrong mentality, many women will never learn why they're still single. Because many women that are single, they just blame men. They don't stop to think why they're single. They just blame the men for not wanting them or not seeing how great they're supposed to be. But the point is this: many men can now see clearly what women are like. And as time goes along, more and more of us as men are seeing what women are like. It's far more clear now than it has ever been. And in speaking of the attitude and the entitlement, it's the fact that many men would question why they should even approach women, knowing what sort of attitude they may get. Knowing that she may be so self-entitled, she may have so many simps in her DMs, that any man that does approach her has to approach her with a wealth of things. He has to be so humble that she's even talking to him. And then even when you say that women do this, all they do is deny it and say the problem is ours as men. Oh, the problem is yours. You should try harder, or you should be this, or you should be that, or you should be something more. And because of this air-headed delusion, many women don't understand or even see why no men want to even be around them. Women aren't accountable for what they do. Thus, they believe they do no wrong. Thus, they can have all the attitude in the world, be a downright toxic person. But because she's a woman and so many simps are thirsty for her, many women would just ignore what certain men say to them and focus on the men that would never question them, that would never pull them up and ask them, what the hell are you doing? Who do you think you are? Why do you assume you're so special? And because some women have this in their head, this self-belief of how great they are, you can't tell them anything. Thus, they will never learn anything. As men, we can't criticize women at all, which is stupid, because women want us to want them. But then in that case, you have to show men what they should want. Not show us as men how narcissistic you could be, how arrogant you could be, and still expect us to want you in the same way. What women don't understand is this masculine attitude that they have is not appealing. Because soft boys and wimps will lap it up, they will be your lap dogs and lap it up, many women believe that most men should want this. And if you as a modern man don't want it, there's something wrong with you. Doesn't matter how difficult she is. No, as a man, you're supposed to bend and still accept everything. But then you have to ask the question, why? What benefit do I get from this? None. What benefit do I get from trying to date this self-entitled, arrogant woman? What benefit is she to me? It's more a sense of what benefit I am to her. And because many women don't like criticism, they could never learn what their errors and mistakes are. And something to understand for many women listening to this, you may hear my words and think men you know would never speak like this. Understand this for a second, women. Understand this. There are many men out there in fear of not getting anything from you, as in sleeping with you, that they will tell you everything you want to hear. Again, many men know word for word what I am saying. They see it themselves. They will never tell you that they see it because they fear you won't sleep with them. And that is a big thing many women should understand. They hear videos like this and they assume it's a very small amount of men that think this way. Yes, a very small concentrated amount, but a wider variety of men understand these things because we're the ones dating you and trying to date you. Men know and see these things. Many of them would not tell you because they're in fear you won't touch them there. You can't think just because you're good looking I'm going to want you. That is the delusion. Many simps are to blame for that thought. So many women assume all of us as men should think the same way. Thus any man that doesn't, there's something wrong with him, there's something wrong with him. He's thinking different. What women don't understand is that they have been sold a lie. For many years, women have been sold a fantasy of a lie. And like I said in my mind games video, how if you understand certain things, you can run many mind games on women. And the big picture that women don't understand is all the benefits you get in the court system, to put a man on child support, to get alimony, to basically destroy a man's life. Understand, the reason you are given those powers is not to help women. You'd be a fool if you think the government is trying to help you. What the government understands is women are easier to manipulate than us as men. On a larger scale. Far easier. So look at it on the macro scale. They give women nice things. Tell them they do no wrong. And by doing that, they're buying the confidence of women by offering them security. And a lot of that security is being taken from men. What women don't understand is this is a big game being played on you. We as men see it, that's why we as men have these videos. Because we see it. We know it. But something to understand in the micro is that if you have something to offer to a woman, something to give her, and you tell her nothing but niceness, nothing but sweet words, how amazing and great she is. In a relationship, if you do that, of course the woman would enjoy it. She would lap it up. She would overindulge in all the nice things you do for her and continue to expect more. So seeing the simple dynamic in play in a small relationship in a micro sense, expand that now to women everywhere. Run the same mind game on women everywhere. Give them stuff. Tell them they're special and do no wrong. Tell them that if no man wants them, there's something wrong with the man. Tell them they should want a man, not any man, a devil man, a 666 man, 6 feet tall, 6 figures, 6 pack. Make them chase the Prince Charming that does not exist. No man on this planet is the damn Prince Charming women are seeking. So because women are not told to be accountable for what they do, to be accountable for their actions, what they say and how they treat people, many women believe it's okay. It's fine. But as men, we see the bigger picture. We see the reaction. The reaction to it are men like myself, who may still sleep with you, bust and move. Other than that, want nothing to do with you. And that's another thing women should understand. Because men want to sleep with you, does not mean they like you. Does not mean they like you. They just want some. Once they've had some, don't be surprised if they never call you again. Or if they do, it's for one thing. And something else that really bothers me. It's how you could have a small group of decent women out there, actually decent good women, who think with some semblance of logic. Okay, why is it that even the decent women still cape for the crap women? Why is it that good decent women who do none of the things that I say, why do those women still cape for the crap women? As if they don't know themselves these women are crap. And there we have a bigger issue. The sad thing is, many women will understand what I mean only when it's far too late. Sometimes, the best thing to do is give them as much rope as they want. Focus. Observe. Remember. The world is yours. Have a nice day.